Hello. I just want to say that my dad and the Sunday Times, to some extent, were kind enough, I still believe it was kindness, to want to set myself and some other women, would be women, I mean, we were only girls at the time, up with some sort of ambition and encouragement. My dad pointed out that Dilys Powell, although she was a woman, and I don't know whether she's still alive or not, was a very good film critic. She could write in very good English, and being English or Welsh, presumably, I don't know exactly. And yes, he encouraged me to read her advice about what films might be worth watching. Now, I have to wonder, I've been looking at what's on at the film theatre, I mean the pictures, the cinema, and some of the films look very worrying, like Smile looks as though it's a very sort of sadistic thing. It might be affecting of young men's sort of consciousness and subconscious in a way that may seem distressing. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Wild Robot. Is it military offensive? Is it sort of making fun of not only the children but the adults going to it, if it's not telling them how the robot is going to keep power when it's on a desert island? I would be interested enough, perhaps, to give it the chance of going to see it, but I won't, because it's got strobe lighting in it. And thankfully, View Cinema must still care about cinema, although it's putting on some strange and worrying films that is almost bound to scare everybody away. They must still care about cinema because they have told us that it has strobe lighting in it. Thankfully, they're responsible enough to let mothers know. And many mothers feeling under pressure to allow their children to join in the milieu of the culture around us would feel pressured to go to the cinema. They might have 3 children, all of about between the ranges of 7 to 10. And it's not necessarily the case that any of them may have been officially diagnosed with epilepsy before they went to the cinema. So really, maybe the best policy is avoidance, and maybe Keir Starmer ought to bring out a law that strobe effects and lighting should not and are not allowed in film theatres and cinemas.